Good morning, dear students. Today we will be studying about the next lecture, that is the sixth lecture, which is called as income which do not form the part of the total income, which is said in section 10 of Indian Income Tax Act. See, there are some of the principles that has been emerged out of the result of the customs, practice and judicial pronouncements to ascertain as to what does or what does not constitute the income. In Indian income tax, many of the things have been taken by the customs. Many of the things have been taken by British law. Many of the things have been taken by the practices. So, due to that, various things which are the part of the total income have been included as per Section 10 of Indian Income Tax Act. So, what are the things included in the total income? There are various things included in the total income. The first thing is revenue receipts are normally regarded as the income unless specially exempted income is like the fruit of a tree where the tree is the source and the fruits are the income. See, if you are getting any agricultural income that is exempt, apart from it, if any revenue receipts you are getting, those all revenue receipts are called as the total income, the part of the total income. Those are treated as income. Whether you sell the goods, whether you render the services to the people, so all the things, whether those are revenue receipts, are treated as income as per the section 10 of Indian Income Tax Act. Similarly, thus income is normally a regular periodic receipt and received or derived from certain sources. So the income means which is received from the regular periodic receipts, and the received amount is derived from the source. Certain source should be there, and then regularly you should get that particular income. That income is also covered under the part of the total income. Third is the source of income must be external, right? If you are getting any income from the internal sources, like there are various internal sources where you can get the income, right? So those internal sources are not treated as revenue receipts or income. The income should be the external source, and the income what you are getting for yourself, for personal income, those are not treated as your business income. Like the income if you get from any of the membership clubs, etc., so those are taxable on the ground of the different heads, right? Then same way, income may be cash or a kind. If you get income in cash, that is also taxable. If you get income in kind other than cash, right, it can be land you got a income, it can be gold you got as the income, it can be anything like property or anything you got as the income. So those all things are also treated as income. Similarly, source of income may be legal or illegal. So all things, if you have a thing with you, whether those things are legal or illegal, all things are treated as income. On all the basis, tax has to be paid. But if any illegal income is there, there are IPC will be covered under it. If it is proved that income is illegal, the government may put a penalty, fine, or even imprisonment punishment will be there. That there are different sections, but income can be legal or illegal, anything. Tax has to be paid for all the sources. Similarly, source of income may be it is the receipt which is regarded as the income and not the application or a use of the income, right? The income is on receipt, not on the use of the. If you get any income and if you keep that income at some place, so it is not on the application where you utilize the income. On the basis of that, you don't treat it as a total income. How much you get in return in consideration, that thing is called as the total income. Similarly, receipts, if diverted as a source and not regarded as income, right? If any receipts is there that is been diverted to some other sources, so those things are not treated as income. Suppose one income you have got, you have been diverted, like some sales you are getting, with that you have a lot of loans you have made, right? Your lot of loans are there, interest has to be paid. Now all things has to be diverted, received. Now your income will get reduced. Similarly, any dispute regarding the title of income does not take away its nature as income. So if there is a dispute in the title, in the ownership of a property or an income. That will not make a bad title on income, or it will not take away the nature of income. Income will remain as it is, but only the title of the income will get changed, right? Once the true title will be traced, the income will go to that particular person, right? So the dispute doesn't make the nature of income, doesn't change the nature of income. The dispute will only change the title of the property. Then if anybody has got any gifts, was considered as the capital receipt, right? But if made by an employer to employee are taxable. But those are certain things like there are perquisites has been provided to you, some special gifts are there, those things are treated as income. Similarly, personal gifts to the clients are also income. Then all personal gifts except gifts from the close relatives, right? If any close relatives have given any gift on the occasion of marriage or some other things, those are some amount of money is exempted. But remaining amount, if it is given more than a particular limit, those are treated as income and that is taxable. Then similarly, a distribution of surplus arising from mutual activity is not considered as income, right? If anybody has distributed the surplus, right, after doing some mutual services, rendering services or doing some mutual activities, even that is also considered as income, because already in the mutual activity, mutual organization, whether it is a cooperative society, member of association or some association of person, they already might have paid the taxes, and after that the whatever thing is remaining, that is surplus. After payment of those all taxes or deduction have been made, then finally whatever remaining, the surplus has been distributed. Hence that is not treated as the income in the eyes of laws. Similarly, income may be recognized either on the receipt basis or on accrual basis. So income can be both. Receipts basis means when you receive that actually in cash, right? Actually you are receiving in cash, that is receipts basis presently. Then accrual basis means you are not received presently, but you are going to receive that in future, outstanding, right? Maybe you are receiving after 2 months or 3 months. So each and everything will be treated as income, whether it is actual basis or whether it is accrual basis. Similarly, income may be, must be certain, right? You cannot do tell that income may be contingents, or income may be you don't know the exact figure. No, income may be, must be certain, whether it is some 50 lakh rupees, whether it is 40 lakh rupees. So there should be certainty of the income, right? Income tax will ask you about certainty of income. Then similarly, income is the sum total of all receipts from all the sources and considered accordingly. It is the total of all the receipts what you have done, right? So it can be sales, it can be services, it can be all the things you are providing and you are getting receipts. And in the total receipts, when you review your all total payments, so whatever surplus is remaining, that is called as income. Only one receipt we are taking, one payment we are taking, and the remaining thing is called as the income. No. All the receipts, total of all the receipts, minus total of all payments. So the surplus what is remaining is called as income. Then similarly, pin money received by a woman for personal expenses or even the saving made by her for such receipts is not considered as income. Right? For example, out of the husband's salary or husband's income, if any lady or a woman, if she has kept certain money or savings, if she has done, and that savings at the end of the year, if it is there in lakhs or some amount, and that thing is not called as income. The reason is, out of the pocket or out of, after the payment of tax itself, that income she has got. So it is not treated as income, and if it is not treated as income, then it is not liable for tax also. Then income may be received in lump sum or installments. Income can be anything. You can get at lump sum, right? Once you will get an installment of 50 lakhs, lump sum amount over. Or income can be like monthly you will be getting 5,000 or monthly you will be getting 10,000. Either it can be lump sum amount or it can be installment. Similarly, normally only revenue receipts are regarded as income and not the capital receipt unless special provided. Right? Only generally revenue receipts are treated as income and capital receipts are not treated as income in the general. but there are certain exemptions or there are certain exceptional cases where even capital receipts are also treated as income, right? Similarly, awards received by a professional sports persons would be income unless the award is in the nature of gift in a personal consideration, right? If any sports person, celebrity, or any professional person has got any gifts or awards, right? If that gift and award he has got, if it is treated as income to that particular person, and that has to be tax has to be paid by that person. Then even if the business is not legal nature like smuggling, bribery, hawala business, etc., the business is the income arising out of such business will be still taxable as the head cases in the Supreme Court, right? Even if the income is illegal, whether you are bribery or hawala transactions or selling the drugs, etc., so even that thing also treated as income, right? That thing is also treated as income. Then income of a wife is taxable in the hands of the husband if the assets out of which income is arising have not been acquired out of the source of the wife or from the asset gifted by the husband, except as the consideration of living apart, right? Even if the wife is earning income, and after that income, if asset has the husband has bought any assets by wife's income, so even that is also treated as income for the husband has to pay a tax out of the wife's income. Then similarly, income of a minor child is taxable in the hands of the parents, right? If any minor is there on whose name property is there, out of the property or a business, if minor is getting any income, minor directly is not liable to pay the tax, but who is maintaining minor, right? Parents are there. If parents are not there, um, then the responsible person, right, who are taking care of the minor, they have to pay the tax to the tax authorities, right? So these are the various types of income which we have seen in today's class. There are totally 20 different types which are treated as income as per income tax. Thank you.